welcome to Turf Bunch.
Welcome to Turf Bunch Football.
My name is Joe Brown.
I'm an anonymous.
And this is Anonymous.
I'm anonymous.
We have no idea who's the guy in the middle.
Yep.
Obviously.
The anonymous general manager.
Nick wouldn't know what that is.
Oh boy.
No, we only know of head coaches that walk out the door
And then come back.
and then come back.
So let's talk about some signings.
Yeah, let's do that.
Well, okay. Well, before we do that, I want to go over the signings that we thought we were gonna get right because we bombed.
Oh, we know we bombed.
We bombed badly.
Oh, good.
Okay.
That's good.
We did 6. We
Then-
wanted to do 10, but we did 6. The first one was Deion Lewis. Mick thought the Redskins. I thought the Jaguars. Joe thought the Lions. He went to the Titans.
Mm-hmm.
Oops.
Yeah, whoops, that was a no-go on that one.
Sheldon Richardson. Mick thought the Seahawks. I thought the Niners. Joe thought the Niners. He went to the
Okay,
Vikings.
yeah, that was a
Ouch.
huge signing for Minnesota, too.
Very big. Very, very big. Rashawn Melvin. Mick thought he was going to re-sign with the Colts. I thought the Rams. Joe thought the Browns. He went the other way, went to the Raiders.
Yeah, decided to run off to the West Coast. Soon to be
Oops.
Vegas.
Oops. Yeah, the Vegas Raiders.
The Vegas Raiders.
Patrick Richardson, Giants, Browns, Cowboys, went to the Saints. Again, not even close. Nate Solder, which I was hoping he was going to go to the Bills, but he didn't. Buffalo, Jets. He went to the Giants.
Yeah, that was an odd
We
move.
still went to the same stadium, so I get a half a point.
Yeah, Joe does get a half a point. He did. That's true. Tahir Whitehead, Bears, Packers, Lions, went to the Raiders.
Yep.
So the Raiders got a lot better. Raiders got 2 players out of the 6 that we thought,
Yep. Yeah, the Raiders are stocking up.
which is very, very interesting. So the signings, like Joe was talking about, of who...
Jason Pierre-Paul. He went to the Buccaneers. Now I actually put a hook on his fist. Oh,
Did he get an actual Buccaneers hook?
You know, I'm going to put that up there. I have to put it up there because that is
that
hilarious.
picture that you saw earlier?
Yes.
The hook.
Yeah,
Oh,
that is phenomenal.
That was brilliant, yeah. Oh, also wanted to share one thing real quick. This is just a shout out to the Buffalo Bills' new defensive star, Starlight Lotulelei.
Mhm.
Just real quick, buddy. Just wanted to say, Starlight, Star Bright. Oh, I hope you sack Tom Brady tonight and every game throughout the season. Thank you. That's all. Just a quick shout out.
Oh, talking about the Bills. Zay Jones.
Yeah, Zay Jones.
Running naked in the hallway.
Oh boy, Zay Jones,
Now-
my man Zay. I don't know what you were doing.
Well, you know, I have...
Stress, maybe you need to see a therapist. Maybe I don't know.
Do we know exactly what happened with that?
Well, he apparently is
Bad
having all the
salts.
charges against him dropped, or
They were dropped.
yeah, so I heard.
There was a report that came out today, and it actually came from his father. And his father said that Zay will be fine.
yeah.
Zay will be okay, and that it was his brother was with him that actually stopped him from jumping out a 30th floor window, which is interesting.
Yeah.
He put his foot through a window, which, again, I'm going to put the video up here so everybody can watch it, because it was kind of disturbing. I just have no idea. I've been listening to player interviews about this, like saying he's a great player, he's all about, the team, he's all about everything, and then this happens.
Then it's got to be stress, man. Too much money going to your head.
Well, he's 22 years old. His actual real name, do you know what his real name is? I didn't know this.
Zay Jones, his actual name?
His actual name, I didn't know this.
No.
Isaiah is his real name.
Huh.
I did not know that. Zay is his actual nickname, which makes sense.
Okay. Yeah. Zay is shorter. Most people.
It's Isaiah Avery Jones is his name.
Oh, I want to give a shout out to our former person that we always talk about. Ricky Williams is coming out with his own weed.
Oh, really?
Yes.
Oh. Shout out to Ricky. Congratulations on growing a good strand, I hope. Oh yeah.
I never-
and as long as we're giving a shout out to Ricky, why don't we give a shout out to his home team?
Longhorns are pretty good, I'll give you that.
Maybe not the basketball team, but that's okay. The rest of the program is pretty decent. Good school.
Basketball. I
Now,
know this.
back to his brother, for Zay Jones. His brother's name is Caleb, and he's the Vikings prospect receiver. I didn't know if you knew about that.
No.
And his brother was the one that actually was there, was actually trying to chase him down the hallway, was actually trying to put him down on the ground to stop him.
Yeah.
I don't know if drugs, you say bath salts.
Wow.
Bath salts, we've seen them on the internet, and bath salts make you do some crazy stuff. I know.
I would say maybe
really do.
shrooms or something. Or
Of course, somebody put it on Facebook saying cocaine is one wonderful drug.
I highly doubt it's weed because me and Mick have done weed, and it doesn't make us go running around. It makes me hungry.
Honestly, the one thing with marijuana that a lot of people don't realize is that it makes you sleepy and hungry. The last thing in the world you want to do is jump out a window. You pretty much just want to take a nap.
Now, if it's
after you've
LSD
eaten something.
or
So
it would have to be
it would be something like acid, PCP, LSD, something that's going to get him going, get him moving around and motivated to do things that are crazy. Bath salts, maybe.
No,
but that he would have gone even crazier than that.
Bath salts,
I don't think it was to that level.
You've seen the videos of the people on bath salts where they actually run into cars and actually try to take cars down. Literally, it takes like 6 or 7 police officers to take them down. They will tase them and they will still run after you.
Yeah.
They don't feel pain. I've seen.
Zay probably was just on something that maybe like a pill or something he got a hold of and didn't know what he was doing. Maybe it was stress related. I'm not trying to make excuses for the man. I just don't know. It's a very odd thing for that to happen. To try and jump out a 30-story window. Either something's wrong with him mentally or he was on some kind of a drug.
Well,
but at least he's okay.
From what Robert says, Robert Jones is his father, says that he's with me and his mom, and he's going to be fine. We love you all. Online jail records show that Zay Jones, whose legal name is Isaiah, which we went over, was released after being held Tuesday on a $20,000 bail.
Mm-hmm.
So it was a disturbance in Los Angeles where Zay was found Monday breaking glass doors and windows. He was arrested on suspicion of felony vandalism. It comes to be a shock. These players don't surprise me.
Right.
Because every week it's always something. This time it hits home.
Yep.
Yeah. What was it last year? Darius.
Oh, yeah.
Darius, always getting in trouble.
And his fake weed smoking.
Yep.
I mean, just smoke the real stuff if that's what you're going to do. You're going to get yourself in trouble no matter what. Or maybe just don't do it because you're not supposed to in the league. One or the other.
I know that's one of the big stories that we wanted to cover before we actually get into the real free agency, because I know last week I didn't have my phone because my phone was there. Now I have this, so now we can actually go after the free agents and actually see who's still available, who was signed last week, what has happened over the last 7 days. So Joe, go.
Breaking: Houston Texans signed safety Tyrann
Mathieu.
Tyrann Mathieu, yeah.
Yeah.
The former Honey Badger.
They actually nickname him Honey.
Yeah, he is a monster in any secondary. He is a weapon, just a phenomenal player. Good for him. Hopefully it's a contract that's worthwhile.
Well, you know what that stems...
And it's a move that's worth it.
Do you know what it stems from, right? The actual signing? You know what it stems from?
What's that?
Sam Bradford.
Oh.
By giving Bradford $20 million... they had to cut it somewhere.
Oh.
So they had to cut Matthew.
Yeah.
And he was looking for teams, and guess who recruited him?
Oh, well.
Mr. Twitter himself, J.J. Watt.
Well, yeah.
J.J. Watt said, why don't you come over and play with me? So, it's not bad.
That team could be very good now, considering that defense was already pretty good. Now you add a player of his caliber, and Deshaun Watson's coming back healthy. So that offense is going to be prolific again, too. So maybe you see Houston bounce back again.
It was a 1-year, $7 million contract for Tyrone, and that's a great deal.
Yeah.
I mean, that's a phenomenal deal, because if he does well with them, with that defense, if J.J. Watt could come back to play to his form, because he was hurt last year, that defense could be a lot better.
Yep. Jadeveon Clowney opposite him.
So what do we think about Devontae's Perfect getting suspended 4 games again for using...
He's bad news on the field, it seems like, and off the field. So
should they let him go?
Yes.
I think every team should let him go and just let him figure out his life, because he obviously doesn't belong in football. He's too violent on the field and he's too much of a risk off the field.
Now, Wasn't it him that got his lights taken out in last season?
It was.
Okay, that's what I thought.
It was, bittersweet revenge for a moment, but the man.
It was Juju, right?
It was.
Juju Smith-Schuster.
It was Juju Schuster, yes.
Yes. That's what I figured. I just wanted to make sure. But I think he should definitely be let go because he's been a problem player for them for at least 3 to 5 years.
At least, yeah.
And he's always getting in trouble. He's getting fines. I think wasn't it him that cost them the playoff game 2 or 3 years ago?
I believe because of his his BS move. They were winning and had a 4th down established.
And then he had a personal foul. And then he bumped into a referee and then got an extra 15 yards. So it actually moved the Steelers up 30 yards and then they kicked the field goal to win it.
Yep.
I do remember that.
So Patriots re-signed Matthew Slater.
Take it away. I can't wait for this one. Take it away.
The Patriots signed Matthew Slater?
Yes.
Oh.
Saved by the Bell.
It's fascinating. Nobody cares.
AC Slater.
AC Slater,
and Zach Morris. Well, what position does he play, Joe Brown?
Next, they're going to sign Rich Eisen.
Slater, what position does he play?
Safety.
Oh, he's a safety? I didn't know. See? I don't care.
Yeah, we don't. I think he's a backup. He's got to be. Slater?
Actually, I don't even think he's even on my list.
Marquise Flyer.
So next week
re-signed
the
for 1
Patriots
year
are going to
deal.
sign Johnny Manziel. Is that what you're telling me?
Yeah.
Replace Tom Brady because they need to have an old quarterback get broken and a young one come in.
Yeah, I don't see Slater on my list, so apparently he's
I
not.
think Tom Brady's getting broken next week.
Oh, I can't wait. I can't wait. And by the way, whoever created that meme or that post about Tom Brady being traded to the Browns,
Oh, yeah,
that was
absolutely brilliant.
that made
You know how many
my
people
day.
try to share with me?
I know. That made my day. I saw that. I had to share it to you. I had to because I was just like, what would your face be like if
Laura
it really?
was the first one to share, and I already told her.
I know. If it
It was
seriously,
too late.
if it seriously happened, I think you'd cry. I would instantly become a Browns fan. Instantly. I'd buy all their merchandise. I'd buy all their hats. I'd even go to their games if Tom Brady became a Cleveland Brown. I would. 15-1. That's all I would say. And then the Patriots would go.
Oh, yeah, 1 in 15, maybe
I'd say
0 in 16.
I'd say 0-16.
We can watch them, tank for 17 straight years. That'd be cool with me.
So, Jeremy Hill signs with the Patriots.
Oh, yeah. So,
Yawn.
he's a phenomenal football player. To go into that offense that already, okay, Deion Lewis is gone, but they're already anchored by who. Good for Jeremy Hill for stealing some money from a team that in 2 or 3 years is going to suck.
Cordell Patterson signs with the New England Patriots.
What's up with all these Patriot moves? I don't know. Who do they think they are? The Cleveland Browns?
Oh, yeah, no, Patterson was a trade.
It was a trade.
From the
Raiders. Yes.
I believe Cordell Patterson used to play for Minnesota and then was cut and went to the Raiders.
Correct.
This same guy is a backup, I believe, probably a slot, maybe a slot receiver. Maybe he's on the bench.
No,
he'll have to split duty with Hogan.
Right. No, he's actually he's gonna have a shared role. He's gonna be like a 3rd or 4th receiver / he's a return specialist.
Oh.
So he's gonna play punt return and kick return for the Patriots. They had who was their primary return specialist? Was it Edelman or was
Edelman and Slater?
And what wasn't Amendola? Didn't Amendola supposed to be? I thought he was.
Amendola and Slater.
Yes.
That's what I thought. And then Edelman got hurt for the season. And...
Yeah, now Amendola is a Miami Dolphin.
Yes!
Along with Frank Gore. In case you hadn't heard, now Frank Gore is...
Yes! We got to talk about Frank Gore.
Ugh.
Well, 1 second.
Okay.
Poor guy.
We'll go to the next Patriots signing.
Oh my God.
Danny
There's
Shelton from the Browns.
Fascinating. So they're going to go 1 in 15 because they've got the Browns disease.
Oh, I really hate you.
It's contagious. Don't ever be associated with the Browns. Your team will lose.
It's going to spread.
I'm just kidding. Honestly, I'd rather root for the Browns than the Patriots any day.
That's true.
That should be another one.
Are we going to go for a record? I think we're going to go for a record.
We're going for a record today?
I think the record for the Patriots ticker is 11. Well, we're so going to surpass that today.